On his lunch break, David wandered into a small park he usually passed without a second glance. There were a few scattered benches beneath the shade of a wide oak tree, and one of them held a particular allure for him. It was as though the bench had been placed there just for him, and so he sat down. He put his phone away, leaned back, and simply closed his eyes. At first, there was a mixture of sounds that reached him. The rustle of leaves, the distant laughter of children at play, the rhythmic chirp of a nearby bird. But after a while, these sounds began to fade into the background. And all that remained was the sound of his own breath, the gentle rise and fall as he inhaled and exhaled. In Buddhist practice, moments like this are considered doors to mindfulness, openings where the mind can return to itself. And David found himself leaning into this experience. He didn't try to push the thoughts away or reach out to grasp at the fleeting feeling of peace that seemed to have settled over him. He simply allowed himself to be present in that moment, letting the quietude wash over him. He wasn't sure how long he sat there, lost in the depths of his own contemplation. Time seemed to have stopped, or perhaps it was the sound of approaching footsteps that drew him back to the present. Slowly, he opened his eyes and took in the surroundings. The familiar park had taken on a new dimension, as though he were seeing it for the first time. The sunlight filtering through the leaves had created a mosaic of light and shadow on the ground. The laughter of the children now seemed closer, their voices like music to his ears. When he finally stood up, he felt a sense of renewal, as though he had just awakened from a dream. The noise of the city hadn't changed, the honking of cars, the distant sirens, the chatter of pedestrians, but something in him had. He carried with him the echo of that quiet moment, a reminder that peace is often waiting in plain sight, if only we pause long enough to sit with it. As David made his way back to the bustling streets, he couldn't help but smile. The empty park bench had become a sanctuary for him, a place where he had rediscovered the beauty of stillness in the midst of chaos. It was an experience he knew he would treasure, a quiet revolution that had occurred not on a grand stage, but in the simple act of sitting still and breathing.